In August 1587, a small fleet of English ships sailed into the port of Roanoke Island in what is now Dare County, North Carolina. On board were over 100 settlers, including women and children, who had been promised a new life in the New World by Sir Walter Raleigh's private expedition company. Led by Governor John White, an experienced artist and cartographer, they aimed to establish a thriving colony that would bring wealth and prestige back to England. The settlers arrived with high hopes of building a new society, free from the constraints of medieval England. They quickly set about constructing homes, fortifications, and gardens using locally sourced materials, showcasing their optimism for the future. Over the next few months, life on Roanoke Island appeared peaceful, with reports indicating that relations between English colonists and local Algonquian-speaking Native Americans were initially friendly. John White had even begun to learn the native language and documented much of what he observed through sketches. However, fate would soon take a turn for the worse as the summer heat began to subside, making water scarce across the island. Many settlers were still waiting for their promised supplies from England, further exacerbating tensions. In early 1588, with drought intensifying, Governor White sailed back to England in search of assistance and fresh supplies. He left behind his daughter, Eleanor Dare, who had given birth to the first English child born in the New World, a baby girl named Virginia. Little did they know, this decision would ultimately seal the colony's fate. As months dragged on with no word from White or relief arriving from England, Roanoke Island descended into chaos. Disease began to spread, worsened by poor living conditions and dwindling supplies. Many settlers had become ill, some even dying off as the summer heat gave way to a more severe winter season. While historical accounts differ regarding the precise circumstances of their disappearance, it is widely accepted that no trace of the colony was found upon Governor White's return in 1590. The infamous Croton carving remains one of history's most enigmatic clues. Some theories propose that the colonists had indeed assimilated into local tribes, as suggested by White himself before he died a year later, while others claim disease or tribal violence might have been responsible for their demise. Archaeologists suggest that harsh environmental conditions and drought played a pivotal role in the colony's failure, forcing them to relocate or integrate with the surrounding population. Despite continued exploration, debate, and archaeological research over the past centuries, the fate of Roanoke settlers has remained an enduring mystery, challenging historians to piece together the puzzle of their vanishing into thin air. As our tale comes full circle, we are left pondering one haunting question: did this fledgling colony, teeming with life and promise, truly disappear without a trace, leaving behind only cryptic signs and unspoken truths?